Welcome to the Playhouse Theater. Enter safely, go freely, and remember to silence your cell phones. We wouldn't want to wake the dead now, would we?
Tyler, what are you doing?
Gina,
I'll take it from here. Please support your PHS drama lines by purchasing concessions in the lobby. Gina, where'd you put my drink? I gotta go. Enjoy our production of Laughingstock. Sarah, come back here. What do you have?
If you see this lobster, make sure to take a picture of it and post it, tagging Payson High School Drama, and do hashtag drama lines for a chance to win an awesome giveaway. Please enjoy our show.
Jeez, it's cold. I know, I just have to find the master. Here it is. This is it.
This is it.
Yep, this is it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a barn.
I mean, really, it's a barn.
They renovated it in 33. That's when our theater started.
Renovated it where?
The stage. They put in the stage.
Where does the audience sit?
Here,
You have seats?
of course, over there, stacked up.
Green plastic chairs.
Keeps them awake. What do you think?
Well, it's a bit rustic.
But it really is charming. Has loads of charm when it's cleaned up. I'd like you to be a part of it.
Well, great. What's the season?
Dracula.
Which one? The Balderson?
New adaptation. My own. Dracul, Prince of the Undead. No brothers.
I look forward to reading it.
So do I. I mean, it's almost not quite, and then Charlie's Aunt and Lear.
Lear? Here? That's awfully big for a little theater like this, isn't it?
We're cutting it down, of course. Very lean, spare production, lots of doubling, tripling, loads of theatricality. It's one of the reasons we're trying Brett.
Rat?
Yep, small, tight, talented company doing 3 great plays. One night Dracula, the next Charlie's Aunt, and Lear in between the matinee.
Who's playing Lear?
I am.
Who's directing?
I am.
You are?
I know. Listen, you could do, what's his name?
Edmund?
What, no, in Dracula, you could do, what's his name?
I'd love to play him.
No, not Dracul. I see him very. Well, anyway,
Arthur. Well,
are Edmund or Edgar? Which one's the bastard? I can never keep them straight.
good thing you're not playing Gloucester.
Why?
He's their father.
Right. Yes, of course.
Who is playing Gloucester around here?
Tom Cox will play Gloucester. She's been with us since forever. She dated Jimmy Stewart's roommate at Princeton.
Oh, good lord. She must be 90.
No, not 90.
I mean, if she dated Jimmy Stewart's roommate.
Maybe it was Stuart Granger. Anyway, she's still sharp as a. Well, great stories. And Charlie's Aunt, ever done it?
No, but I wanted to. It's a very funny play. One of the great farces.
4 times.
Are you directing that too?
No, Susanna Huntsman. Do you know her? Very sharp. Loads of extraordinary ideas.
About Charlie's Aunt.
She did this project on Noel Coward.
You saw this.
She wrote Barbara about it.
Barbara.
Barbara DiMartino, our major donor. Without her annual donation, the Playhouse couldn't make it. Susanna's mother was Barbara's college roommate, so...
Oh, so Charlie's Aunt.
You know, to be frank, and I'm not putting you on, I think you could wear the dress.
Really?
Would you want to?
I mean, it's one of the funniest.
Good. Well, some guys, particularly straight guys, they, you aren't, are you?
Last I checked, I am. Some agent would have wanted me to, and I just had to call back for it. Law and order.
Her cop defense attorney?
Ambulance driver. Well, it's still pilot season, and it's 4 months away.
You'll think about it?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for coming up and auditioning anyway.
Sure, no, thank you for the offer. We'll have to see.
Shall we go back to the farmhouse?
Yeah, it's really cold.
I'll get the ghost light this time so we don't kill ourselves. It's February, but come summer, July, beautiful New England evening, back of our mountain like Mr. Wilder says. And then a couple hundred people come to sit here in a 200-year-old barn with no air conditioning to watch us act out stories. Why? It's a complete mystery to me. A miracle of sorts. Who could not want to be a part of that?
Has just begun. Hear my prophecy.
Good, good. Tyler, tell me. You've done this before?
Last winter, the Art Factory Dinner Playhouse.
I'm trying to do the novel justice.
Well, that's what I'd like to do. Do Dracula, Vlad the Impaler justice. Boy, would that be refreshing. Is there a second act?
Coming. It's very close. It's all,
Well, if it's anything like this, you are home free, man. I need to do him again. At the Art Factory, it's all so surface. The cape, the smoke, the teeth, the prime rib. I hate all those cheap tricks. I want to find my inner Vlad the Impaler.
Well, your inner. In that, it spoke. So you'd be interested in coming back?
Hey, I love it up there, man. That barn, and I will not trivialize Vlad for you. I will live him for you, man. If you can live the undead, if you know what I mean.
That's great, Tyler. Thanks. Oh, Tyler. By the way, did you, happen happen to keep the cape and tea?
Of course.
This is the Playhouse audition?
Yes, come in.
So I'm here to audition, my agent tells me.
Yes, I'm Gina Page, artistic director. My guest director, Susanna Huntsman. Did you happen to bring a picture and resume? I don't think we've got one here.
My agent didn't send it over.
Doesn't look like it.
I don't believe it. Have we met before?
We might have. I'm Gina Page.
I don't think we've met. Tell me about your theater.
It's an old summer theater. It's a barn.
I did that circuit when they did plays before it was all Nonsense 5 and the Plaid thing.
We do plays, no musicals.
That's why I'm here. I'll do Blaster for you, Van Helsing, and whatever you want from that stupid farce. You can take that load off your mind.
Van Helsing and Gloucester are cast. Robin Hawksley. But would you mind taking a look at Cornwall?
Cornwall, the light in here is pretty bad.
You could do something from memory.
A monologue, a memorized speech. Like in school.
I mean, the lights.
Like, now is the winter over, just call the agent, tell him to set it up. Very nice to meet you, don't get up. She is perfect, I love her energy.
What's her name? Daisy, what are you doing here? Not to audition, sir.
Come on, I hope not.
We stopped for coffee. Drop by since you were in town. How's my wonderful old barn, my temple among the elves, doing under its wintry blanket?
Well, it's May.
Robin Hawksley.
Sorry. Robin, Susanna Huntsman. Susanna, Daisy Coates. Robin and Daisy have been in the company since forever. Susanna's directing Charlie's Aunt.
Oh, how wonderful.
And she'll be doing a bit of acting too. Barbara wanted her to have the experience. Seems she's never been on stage.
Oh, really? I don't think directing has anything to do with acting.
Really? Did Charlie's Aunt at the Playhouse in 58 and again in whatever when this lad put on the dress?
What dress?
What dress? Go ahead.
Good. Yes. What dress? Robin, we need to change the schedule. We're doing Hamlet.
We're not doing Lear anymore. It's Hamlet now.
I got a call from Barbara DiMartino just a minute ago on our lunch break.
Oh, well, do you already have your Ophelia?
Yes. Daisy, I was thinking maybe Gertrude?
Whatever.
Okay, let me see, what's next? Cocktails!
Yeah!
Not yet, sir. Not yet. Okay, Karen, it's up to you now. Karen is our... What's your title? You've taken on so much.
Producing Executive Administrative Director.
So, bathrooms, budgets, and books? Does that sound about right? Be nice to her. She fills the toilet paper dispensers and writes the checks. But I sign them.
Very humorous, Gina. Per usual. Well, I don't have to tell you how happy I am. You're all here. So, if you'll follow the few simple rules and these guidelines, we'll make it through the summer fun.
That's all? Nothing else? Okay.
I do want to add one thought on the subject of office supplies. Now, I work in an office, so I have office supplies. Most of you don't work in an office. You work in rehearsals or someplace. So, you you don't have office supplies. Now, I understand that if you had an office, you would have office supplies. But you don't. However, simply because you don't have an office and therefore don't have office supplies, this doesn't mean that my office supplies are therefore your office supplies, even though that they are the office playhouse supplies, and you therefore might assume you have a right to them. You don't. Not my office supplies. I mean, I am a person. I have pencils, I take care of my pencils, I sharpen them. But you never seem to sharpen them. Why? I don't know. Probably because you don't have them. So, why don't I have any pencils? When Harry comes in with the receipt for 10 yards of fjords for fabric, and I want to write that down in my account book, I can't be looking all over her pencil, can I? I ask you, can I? So, I hope we're clear on the subject of office supplies. I'm sure you will all have a wonderful and fulfilling summer here at the Playhouse. And if you need anything, except pencils, stop into my office in the woodshed.
Thanks, Karen, I'm sure. Now let me welcome you all again. Oh, and don't let me forget to introduce our hardworking apprentices, Karma, Ivy, and Brown.
Braun.
Brown.
No.
And our new apprentices this year. There's beer and wine on the parks table, and soft drinks. Soft drinks too, Sarah. Now, let's all get to know each other and find out what a piece of work is man.
Is she always like that? Like what? Well, just quoting everything, and I mean just being I don't know. Only met her once. Seems sincere. Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Gina, this Dracul, Prince of the Undead opus you just handed your longtime designer, friend, and colleague on the first day of the first rehearsal?
Give it a chance, Harriet. I think you'll see.
Oh, I see already. I see 20 sets, flying vampire bats, exploding crosses, wireless microphones, chemical fog, and not to mention Charlie's Aunt and Hamlet on spectating on a stage the size of a comfortable walk-in closet!
Give it a chance, Harriet. Think theatrical and spare. Think theatrically spare. Think fabric draped artistically here and there.
I'm thinking disaster.
I'm thinking expensive.
Give it a chance, Harriet. Think one night Dracula, the next Charlie's Aunt, and Hamlet in between for the matinee. What a treat!
For who?
Gina? Yes, Robin? About your script of Dracula. Dracul, Prince of the Undead.
Yes, I think it's marvelous what you've done.
Thank you.
You know, I've played Van Helsing 5 times.
That's why I cast you. Should come back pretty quickly.
Well, that's just it. You've changed everything. I'm having a terrible time with the names.
You'll be fine, Robin. You always are. You've done it 5 times. Piece of cake.
Good welcome, Gina. Karen was in fine form.
A sable. Is that?
Yes, it is gin and tonic, a refreshing summer drink.
Sarah.
And I don't want to hear about it.
Sarah, give it back.
Who gave that to me? Oh, give it to me.
I'll warn you up front. I don't do shtick. Good. This farce crap doesn't interest me. I don't think Charlie's aunt is a farce. What did you say? This could be more interesting than I thought.
So, Mary, I wanted to ask you about this Epic of Gilgamesh that you did. I did my own all-female adaptation for my senior thesis at Sarah Lawrence.
Excuse me. I was getting her a glass of wine. Mary, Tyler Taylor wanted to say, hey, you'll be playing my Mina, huh?
Right, you're Dracula. Well, are you gonna have like the teeth and everything?
Everything.
Oh, wow!
The thing you should know about Dracula is to always remember he is the Impaler.
Wow.
You know that line where I say, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood?
Yeah, and then you say like, and when my brain says come, I'll like, come keep her time. Yeah?
Well, I'm gonna have to bite your neck.
Cool.
Let me show you what I was thinking.
That really tickles.
Jack! I just want to say I'm pleased and surprised, actually, that you decided to join us for the season.
Well, to tell you the truth, seems like a good place to spend the summer.
You'll enjoy it. I know you will. And you'll be hysterical with Charlie's aunt.
You know, I just heard Susanna say something.
So I told them over at the clinic that they could take Betty and her Ford and put it where the moon don't shine.
No! Excuse me, Jack. I gotta go.
Hey, maybe we'll have some fun this summer.
Fun.
Sure. Please, what do you want? Mr. Gosia, the ghost.
Okay, good. That's a great start. Let's move on. In the few minutes we have left, let's jump into our first scene. Tyler, and see if we can't just throw it up on its feet. Just breeze right through.
Love to. Raring to go.
Okay, so the peasants finished chanting, Rolac Local Order!
Gina, you'll tell us what this means sometime, won't you?
Of course. Now, Tyler, you're, when the lights come up, you're about there-ish, and Jack, you're about here-ish. And lights up, welcome to my...
Gina,
Yes?
sorry for stopping.
And before we've even started,
Not at all.
How do I get here?
What do you mean?
I mean, how do I get here?
Walk?
In light, in dark, am I discovered?
In lights.
Thanks.
Okay, so...
And what's my as if?
As if.
As if I've come
As if
from...
you've come from your front door.
That's what I thought.
Okay, Tyler, you enter as if coming from your front door.
Have you thought about morphing? What if I morphed?
Morphed.
From my bat form, or possibly my wolf form, into my human form.
Well, and how does one morph?
Acting, Sarah. Acting!
oh, acting.
Tyler, I don't know.
No, just let me show you. Now, I haven't practiced this, and it's not fully internalized yet. Oh, and I'll need music.
I'll hum something from Jekyll and Hyde.
But it's a little something like this. Ah, God! Welcome to my house, Mr. Harper. Enter freely and enjoy, and so on and so forth. So what do you think?
Was that the bat or the wolf?
Gina?
But if I see him morph,
Gina,
why would I go in the house with him if I've seen him morph?
that would be your actor's task to
To
justify.
justify how dumb Harker is to sit down at dinner with someone he's seen morph from a bat.
That was my wolf. But if you want me to suggest,
I know I've seen that morphing thing before.
he could drop change.
So cheap.
Or he puts in eye drops.
Eye drops?
He's from England, Jack. He wouldn't be used to the pollen in Transylvania now, would he?
Abbott Costello meet Frankenstein. Lon Chaney Jr. turning into the Wolfman. That is Gina's favorite, Tyler. You've really hit a home run with that one.
Or I could erase Harker's memory with a gesture, and he could play like he had an aneurysm or a really minor stroke. He grabs his skull and...
I don't want to grab my skull.
Gina, what do you think? Really, it's your call.
Tyler, it's an extraordinary idea. And boy, if we had the time and money to really explore it, it's an incredible idea.
idea, but one of our goals here at the Playhouse is to rehearse slightly beyond the first scene. So the answer is no, Tyler.
Okay, so Tyler and Jack, yeah, okay. Lights up, welcome, welcome.
I know! Okay, so like what if Parker was like a zoology major in college and he was just really
No! Lights!
Welcome to my house, Mr. Harker. Enter freely and of your own will.
Count Dracula.
I am Dracula, and I bid you welcome to my house. Enter freely, go safely, and leave something of the happiness you bring.
Wool pal.
Act with me, Sarah. Become the wolf.
Ow, ow, ow.
Ah, listen, the children of the night, what music they make. May I stop?
Of course, anytime.
Sorry, there are a lot of problems when it comes to playing the undead.
I know.
Where's the door?
Behind you, kind of up center-ish. Does that work for you?
So the door is behind me.
It could be below you.
Wouldn't it be better if I were in the door, holding the door, so the first thing we saw were my claw-like fingers slowly wrapping around the door?
I just got chills! Are you in this scene?
Maybe on. Welcome to my house as you speak.
No! I want to complete the role before I speak. I want it to be my significant psychological gesture for the role.
But I think we need to move to advance the plot.
Gina, there isn't really a door.
Tyler, there isn't really a door.
I thought you said the door was behind me.
The house is behind you.
The door isn't part of the house?
It would be, wouldn't it?
But it isn't real!
But it isn't real.
So you mean this? Door isn't real? Well, maybe anyone could have told me that in New York before I signed the contract. But here we are in New Hampshire. So you tell me, how do I justify welcome to my house, Mr. Harker, without a real door?
It's an open environment space unit concept. Tyler, Harriet didn't design a real door for the set.
Oh. I see. The set is going to tell me how to act this moment. The set designer is going to dictate me, the actor, the only one who is actually up here.
Except for me and my
Actually up here, tearing my guts out in front of an audience of 200 people. The designer will tell me how to play this role.
We could drape some fabric in the shape of a door.
Tyler, there is no door. There will not be a door unless you pick one up and morph it on with you.
I can do that. Look out! Here's tea.
Well, what of it?
So this is the tea bit, right?
Right.
So how do we... Where's Susanna? Where's the director?
She said she finds staging rehearsals boring. She wants you guys to figure it out and then she'll come back later and fix it.
You're kidding, right?
This is supposed to be amusing. That's farce.
I hate farce. Should we give it a shot? No books.
I'm going to see what the fans say. I love stock.
This is Rep.
Rep?
Yep.
Okay, how do you do? I'm Charlie's aunt from Brazil where the nuts come from. In 3, 2... Oh, look who's here. Susanna.
Do you have something to show me yet?
I believe we do.
Shall we show you the TV?
By all means, show me the TV.
Has anybody seen Harriet? Oh, am I in time to see something here?
Yes, place for the TV. 3, 2...
Hi, I'm Charlie's aunt from Brazil, where the nuts come from. Oh, how do you do? I'm most interested in meeting you. Really? I knew your late husband. Intimately. She knew my late husband. Intimately.
The deuce! Tea is served. Look out! Here's tea.
Well, what of it? Do we all take tea?
Good, good. Very
distinction is vital. What do you think?
I think it's a 19th century farce. I think it's supposed to be funny. Do you know?
Yes, a guy in a dress is funny.
Unless you're the conflicted soul in the dress.
I've directed this before. Robin saw my fanny.
And a fine fatty it was.
Both of you understand that at heart, this is about the anguish of gender. And I'd like to explore that. I'd like to put it in right at the point of this scene where it all comes to a crisis. A new sound cue. Those sinister howling dogs from Dracula. That'll be your cue to bring on the tea butler. The sinister howling dogs will be your cue. I think it will begin to suggest the inner torment and rage of gender crisis.
But funny inner torment and rage, right?
Gina,
I want to talk to Harriet.
you are not walking away from this.
Harriet! Before we get back to text, I want to explore this scene through physical improvisation.
Oh, wow.
Oh dear.
Oh,
no! I mean, what is tea, really? Isn't it at base a feeding ritual? So, I'd like to explore this scene as if we were animals on the African savannah, meeting at dusk at the watering hole. Mary, and Karma, and the rest of you interns, you should be gazelles.
Oh, wow. Way cool.
Robin and Daisy, the aging lion and lioness.
Aging?
Jack and Tyler, a pack of young male orangutans. You know, the orangutan is innately bisexual, Jack.
I didn't know that.
wait, hold on a moment. My orangutan is not bisexual. I don't care about your orangutan, but my orangutan is completely heterosexual. Okay? Okay?
And it's dusk at the watering hole.
What am I?
What do you think you are?
The butler.
A wildebeest. Be a wildebeest.
I don't know how to be a wildebeest.
And that's the exact reason why we need to improvise this scene.
I'm sorry.
And it's dusk at the watering hole.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Do you want gazelle sounds?
Oh, of course.
Do you know what gazelles sound like? They whinny. Whinny. Yay! Cool.
And it's dusk at the watering hole. We're here, the dry, hot African plain. The nimble gazelles wearily approach the ever-shrinking communal pond. Yes, yes. Now, everybody. Stay in it. Keep your imagination to the bubble nails. Keep the bubble nails. I think I've drunk my bubble. I got it with my tape. Robin. She called me orangutans, you too. Yes, that's it. Now, wildebeest. Now you.
Tea is served.
No text. Wildebeest. No text. Never text. Now. Everybody prepare your bubbles. What does it mean, Jack, to be a gender-confused young primate at the communal watering hole? Now, tea time on the savannah. Explore it.
Close to the watering hole. What the hell did you think was gonna happen? And this is Africa. I'm not some fat, lazy-ass Florida alligator. I'm a crocodile. And I'm either a cross-dresser or transvestite. I haven't made that decision yet, Susanna. But in any event, who the hell cares? I'm leaving for Boston. Weeks.
Jack, you've given me an idea. Harriet, I want to change Lord Fancourt's costume. When he faces stage left, we will see a woman. When he faces stage right, we will see the man. When he faces downstage, we will see, and more importantly, understand the duality. This is admittedly a risky choice, but I think in Jack here, we have an actor.
a lawyer.
And in 3, 2, 1, time! End of rehearsals!
Oh.
Thank you, Actors Equity Association. Forget one day at a time. Today's the first drink for the rest of your lives. Harriet! How are we? How's the set?
Sets, plural, sets. Will Shakespeare skit your great vampire epic? You'll never make it. I mean, the apprentices don't even know what show they're doing anymore.
Great kids! Some of the amazing things they do, Harriet.
How appropriately praised. Hey guys! Loyal, apprenti, humble disciples to the craft of Dionysus. Turn the ladder sideways!
Hey, Brown!
Broad.
What do you know?
All I know to bring on the tea when the wolves are howling. Come on, Beanie.
I believe my point has been made.
Sarah! Harriet's a little worried
A
about
bit worried.
effects in raccoon.
You?
What do you think?
You must be a beautiful Miss Lucy, fiance of the good Mr. Holman. No! Fiance Walker! No! Beautiful Miss Mina! Mina! Oh! Mina!
She doesn't know her life, and we hope it's enough.
I gotta go.
I rest my case.
You're such a pessimist. The Charlie's on set looks great.
By the end of the strangest opening night in the more than 100-year history of Charlie's Aunt productions, there was more paint on the actors than there was on the set.
The audience loves that sort of thing. Makes them feel a part of it. Live theater.
Well, if they like Charlie's Aunt, they're going to love
Dracul, Prince of the Undead.
Please, what do you want? Strigosha. Does anyone speak English, please?
Rollock! Rollock!
I'm sorry, I don't understand, please.
Rollock!
In the year of our Lord, 1892, a series of documents came into my hands. We offer no proofs. You have only my word before God that what follows is pure and simple fact.
Welcome to my house, Mr. Harper. Enter freely and of your own will.
Count Dracula.
I am Dracula. The night air is chilly. I bid you welcome to my house. I have long awaited this meeting. You must need eat and rest. Forgive me that I cannot join you. but I do not eat food.
Thank you, Count. Mr. Hawkins, my employer, sends his regrets he could not come personally, for he suffers from gout.
You will serve me just fine, Harker, Jonathan. But come, tell me of England and of this house you have purchased for me. Listen, the children of the night, what music they make.
Why do you wish to go to London, Count?
It shall make me feel young again. Yeah!
Good Lord, what is Mr. Hawkins, my employer, been able to make this journey gone me to now, I ask myself. At once, I began to search the castle. I ran up the stairs, the highest tower. As I leaned from the window, the wild crags and Carpathians arrayed before me in the bloodless light of a full moon. What matter of man is this? May 30th, 1892. In the awful light of a gray dawn, I vainly watch a band of Transylvanian peasants load 50 great wooden boxes in their crude wheeled handcarts through the gates. The Count intends to travel to London, and I'm to be left here, left to them, the horrible bride of Dracula. I must attempt to scale past the walls.
The Whitby Daily Telegraph, 8th August, 1892. One of the strangest and most sudden storms on record has just been experienced here. It was centered upon a foreign vessel that strangely appeared in the harbor. There was not a living soul aboard. Only the body of one poor seaman whose throat was torn open as if by some animal. And strangely, a large and wolf-like dog was seen leaping from the vessel. The strange schooner had only a small cargo, a number of large wooden boxes filled with earth. Strange.
Changed. He will not speak of the events that occurred. I am so tired. So tired.
Come to me, my love. I am eternity. I am the life. I am the blood. The blood is the life. The blood is the
My daughter Lena has been extremely tired and weak lately.
Sarah, what the hell is going on with the lights?
Turn off your light.
Oh, shit.
It is strange, these voices in the night. I have written to my old friend and professor, Abraham Van Helsing.
Ah, you must be our beautiful Miss Lucy, fiancée to the good Mr. Homeland, daughter to the kindly Mrs. Westerner.
No, I'm Nina, fiancée of Mr. Harker, daughter to the kindly Dr. Seward.
Of course, whatever your name is, I have the so great pleasure of meeting you. You are so beloved. They say you are a trifle pale.
I'm fine, Dr. Van Helsing. Absolutely fine.
Oh, Miss Mina, I wish to feel the bands in your throat.
Gott in Himmel! What is it? Doctor, is everything wrong?
Nothing, my young friends. Mina, Lou, Missy, Mina. You have 2 small punch wounds on your neck here. Do you know how you got them?
No, I don't know. Leave me alone.
Oh, Miss Lucy.
Mina! Oh, my lord! Mina! No doubt as to what, Professor?
Have you heard of
The vampire! The vampire? In England?
The vampire in the 19th century?
Yes, the vampire in England in the 19th century. I have a letter here from my good friend Professor Zany of Budapest. This letter will tell us everything we need to know about this vampire. We have the letter here. Here. I seem to have forgotten the letter from my good friend Professor Zany of Budapest.
Perhaps you can remember its contents.
Huh?
Yes, maybe you can remember what it said.
No! I don't think I can remember my friend Professor Zany's letter.
Well, Professor, do you suppose that this vampire could be the great Vlad Dracul of Transylvania? The prince who won his name by fighting with the Turks?
Correct! He fought the Turks in the late 15th century. He is also called Vlad Tepes, which translates to... which translates to...
How? I know. It translates to Vlad the Impaler. I studied Transylvania at Cambridge.
Now, why would he be called the Impaler, Professor?
Yes, what do you know about that, Professor?
Nothing.
But if I had my letter... No, Professor! You mustn't leave. Not when the stakes are so high.
Professor, how do you suppose he manages to stay alive? I mean, to live for all those centuries?
Yes! Like century after century after long century.
Oh! I know! He flourishes by replenishing his own life with the blood life of the living.
The blood life of the living. Surely Van Helsing can't mean there are vampires in this day and age.
He is called Nosferatu, and your mortal weapons are powerless against him.
Good Lord, if this is true, where are we to begin? Even if we find him, how are we supposed to destroy him? I don't know.
I don't have the letter!
Well, Professor, perhaps you should have memorized the letter.
Memorized?
Yeah, in rehearsal.
I think what Dr. Stewart means is that in preparation for the meeting, as in rehearsal, as it were, that you might have memorized the letter.
Oh, I have it! I have your letter, Professor, from your old friend Professor Zany in Budapest. Oh, thanks.
Thank you, Mina darling.
Yes. He can be destroyed only by one method. A wooden stake must be driven through the vampire's heart.
Surely, Mina, go. Mina, go for it.
No, but in order.
No, wrong. No. Go there. Go there.
See, now that we have a letter.
A stake through the heart.
And that's how I watch those boxes go through the gate.
Of course, the boxes.
I knew it. Mina! So good to see you open a cloud. Why, you haven't been out of bed in almost a week.
Jonathan! What is the name of the estate you transferred to Val
Carfax!
Carfax. Carfax? Yes, it's no more than a mile across the heath. Yeah.
Then we've got him! Our little search party set forth. Across the heath, kept in shadow of the wall as we approach the house. Watch out for a flight of stairs leading to the cellar.
Professor! The stairs! Right over there! Ah.
I can't quite recall how I fell asleep last night. I remember hearing a distant gunshot and the sudden barking of dogs. Yes, I do recall the sudden barking of dogs. Barking dogs! Then there was a silence over everything. A silence so profound that I got up and looked out my window. All was dark and silent. Not a thing seemed to be stirring, not a sound. But all was to be grim and fixed in silent death.
The blood is the life. The blood is the life. I grant you life, eternal life.
Tea is good.
Here's tea.
Tea.
Yes, you must serve.
Yes, the tea is the life. The tea is the life.
Do you take sugar and cream? Oh, you must be Charlie's aunt from Brazil. I've waited so long to meet you.
Yes, I have lived in many centuries, many continents, including Brazil. I am known as the Impaler.
What are the wolves howling?
I morph you away, away, away.
No more boxes here!
33 boxes, 17 missing.
How are we gonna find them? All 50 missing. Straight to Carfax. Somewhere, there's a workman who remembers. Good thinking, Arthur. Jonathan!
Yes, Dr. Stewart. I've been delivered 5 boxes of Common Earth to Jamaica Lane. Sorry about the tea.
Yes, boxes were not interested in boxes of tea. Jamaica Lane. Thank you, my good man.
Mina! Mina, we've got him! Mina?
Got him? What do you mean?
Your father located the boxes.
Oh, Jonathan! Perhaps this awful nightmare's over.
Perhaps you're right, no.
Oh, Jonathan, at last perhaps this awful nightmare is over.
I don't think so, darling. What is it, darling?
I don't know, darling. I don't know, just hold me.
Rise, Jonathan Harker. You are mine. Brawn, the cape. Brawny minions of the undead. Release the cape. Release the cape.
Jonathan!
Silence! Not a sound or I will dash his brains out before your eyes. Jonathan Harker, you are mine. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh, kin of my kin. When my mind says come, you will cross land or sea to do my bidding. To that ends this.
Good Lord! Lucy, Father!
Oh, good Lord. Mina? Jonathan. Lucy to Mina. Jonathan? It looks like he's been drugged or in some sort of trance. Jonathan? Jonathan! Is she alive?
Oh, you're alive. Oh, thank the Lord, you're alive.
My friends, we must this day hunt out this vampire's lair, sterilize his remaining earth box, and drive this monster to bay.
We quickly made our way to Jamaica Lane, where we discovered more strange boxes filled with soil from the vampire's native Transylvania.
There's 16 boxes here.
33 at Carfax.
And 16 here. That makes 48.
9! 49!
Yes, Einstein, 49.
Mina! I must get back to Mina! No, wait! Shh! He comes! To your places!
Van Helsing.
I win so much.
I too, Van Helsing, the great Van Helsing. They are weak. You are strong. You will serve me all the same. Give your mind to me. Yes, you are mine.
Ah! You see the Holy Cross burst into flames and you're nothing touch!
No, I don't.
Yes, you do!
Yes, I think you do. It burst into flames, and you're an holy touch.
I did not see it burst into flames. Oh, ow. You fools, pitiful fools! You think you left me without an earth box, but I have one left. Search as you will, you shall never find me. My revenge has, just begun.
Look! He has escaped us!
No, he has not escaped us.
Wait! Where he is! He escapes us not!
I think he's disappearing. Becoming invisible. I can no longer see him. You see him, Dr. Sewell.
I can see him no longer. Can you see him, Dr. Van Helsing?
Yes. No, I don't think you can. He's just going for our eyes.
If you believe in vampires, clap your hands! Clap us on his chest! And maybe, yes, Professor, no!
This night has been too much fun.
I'll take care of this bat.
Look, there it goes! Look, there they go! The evil one has morphed